Hey everybody, so today we're going to be doing this Do It Molds poison-tailed jig, but we're going to be making it into a chatterbait. So this is how I do it. I hope you learn something and enjoy the video. Okay, so what I'm using is, I'm using these little wire forms for, it's a underspin. It's wire form numbers. It's a Do It Mold wire form WEY525. That's 100 of them. So that's what it looks like. Then what I'm going to do is this little bent piece right here. I'm just going to take it at the very end, snip it off. Alright. And then we want to bend this piece right here again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in my vise. I'm not going to put it all the way in. I'm just going to put it in just a little bit. Just so we can bend that piece again. Make sure the eye is going this direction. And then cinch it down. And take my hammer. And carefully bend it all the way over. Just like that. Undo it. See now how it's bent? That's what we want. Okay. Now the hooks I'm using, they're a Mustad, I believe. 91768 BLN. It's a 3/0. So what we'll do here is we'll place our hook in, but we're not going to put it in the eye. We'll just put it right over here. And then we'll take the bent piece down and we'll stick it through the hook and then line them up just like that. Now this has a slot for a weed guard, but since we're doing a chatterbait we won't need that. So I ground down one of the pins just to make it flush. There we go. And then very carefully we'll close it up. Okay, it's all closed up. There's no gaps. You don't want any gaps, otherwise when you pour the lead it'll come out the bottom. So let's go ahead and pour it right now. We'll just do a pour real quick. Stop it. Give it a few seconds. Let's open it up. There goes the pin. Alright. We'll take this out. Of course, if I post this, I know I'm going to get a lot of comments. Oh, you didn't smoke your mold. Well, alright. There we go. We'll just cut this off. Put that back in the pot. And there you go. See, there's an open end right there for your chatterbait blade. And once we paint it and all that, we can attach a chatterbait blade, but it's real easy to get it in, as you can see. Oops, got that backwards. See? There you go. Actually, that's backwards. I like it like this. And then once you got it all painted up and everything, you can take a pair of pliers, squeeze that together, and you got your chatterbait. Alright, so now we got it out of the mold. We're just going to have to file some of this down and get it ready for powder coating. So I'll get back when I finish filing it down. Alright, now that we got it all filed down, we can start powder coating. Alright, so it's finished baking in the oven. Of course, I don't like to just bake one jig, so I made a couple of them. That one's the chatterbait, and as you can see, no hole. And then I got one that I'm making a regular jig out. I don't know if you can see that hole in there for the weedless skirt. And then back here we got a couple of spinner baits I'm making. Ooh, that one turned out pretty good. But anyway, I'll do them later. So let's go inside and put some eyes on it and see what we can do. Okay, now we're inside. We're gonna glue some eyes on here. What I like to do is I like to take some Loctite super glue. Just get a little bit of a dab. This side, this side. Not too much, just a little bit. And then we'll use these eyes. I get these 3D eyes off of eBay. They're $5.32. Nothing special. So we'll take a Q-tip. Not a Q-tip, sorry. Toothpick. We'll take it and we'll just put it right in there. And we'll do the same to the other side. Line it up a little bit. Looks good. A little bit up here. Nope. There we go. All right. Okay, now just let that super glue set up for a minute and we'll do the next step. Okay, now what I like to do is I like to epoxy those eyes in a little bit, put a little thin coating over it. So I use this. It's DVCon, I don't know how you pronounce it. I don't use a whole lot. I just like to use just a drop. Doesn't take very much. got a piece of cardboard right here. So that's the hardener. And then this would be the epoxy, the resin. Kind of slow, it's cold. So there we go. Just a little bit. Then I'll take a toothpick and work it in. And I'll take a brush. Find these at Walmart. Things like $1.50 or $2 for like 50 of them or something. Now, I like to come down here right over the eye. I try not to get it too close to the opening on the hook because we still got to put the blade on that, and we still got to bend it. And since this is epoxy, it'll harden. It'll be harder to bend it once we get the blade on, if I got any in there. So I just spread it over. This will cure up and it'll start getting hard in about 5 minutes. So I'll get back to you in a minute. Okay, now that's all dried. Epoxy hardened up pretty good. I'll let it sit for about a half an hour. So we're gonna start putting it together now. So I got the blade. What we'll do is we'll put the blade on first. I like the bend of my blade to go back. So put this on. Since we have this open gap, we got to close that right there. So we'll grab the pliers. We'll leave the blade on there in between. And we'll carefully just cinch that down. Now, since it's been baked and stuff, just twist it a little bit. But as you can see, it's all closed up. That blade's not coming off. So, just give it a little rub around, twist it. It'll loosen up pretty good. And there we go. That's that. So now let's start on the jig skirt. So I got my jig tool here. Now I like to get the end wet a little bit. Makes the jig collar go on. So I'll just wet my fingers a little bit, no biggie. And force this in all the way up. That'll be good enough. And then take the middle part off. Take your wire, put it through. Now, for my spinners and my chatterbaits, I like to use 2 tabs. So I'll do one. try to find the middle. Doesn't have to be perfect. And just kind of put it in there. Pull it. A little bit more. Right about there. You always want to leave one end a little longer, so when you go put it on your jig, one end's got to go down past the collar. So there's the short end. Then we'll open this up. That's where we want it. I'll take the jig, or not the jig, chatterbait, and we'll go right down the middle, right on the hook. Go up, up, up. And then there, right there, the collar keeper. And then we'll cut some of these tabs off right here, and we can adjust it. Okay. Well, that's finally adjusted. Got all the adjustments we need now. Give it a little twist on this. And that about does it. Get rid of these. And that's how I make my chatterbaits. Of course, one more thing we'll do. I need to go get the snap lock and we'll install that. And then we'll finally be finished. So I put the snap lock on off camera. It was giving me a little trouble. So, yeah, it still is. But there it is, the chatterbait. And I hope this helps somebody out. And then let me know in the comments below. Until next time, I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching.